What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 14 of our Lille career mode, and today 3 games for you. We have Brest, Saint-Étienne, and Lyon in the round of 8 of the Coupe Nationale. Now, we are going to sim this Kiev game because we won 6-1 on the road in Ukraine last time out, and that tie is over. We don't need to see the next one, do we? It's as simple as that. But as you can see, we're 1 point back of Lyon, 7 back of Paris, though we have a game in hand on Paris, and that game in hand is right here against Brest. So hopefully, we can go ahead and keep on rolling. Let's go ahead and bring P8 into the right back spot. And Willick is a little bit tired, but I think I'm going to start him ahead of Yashizi because he's scored 5 goals in his last 2, and he's been playing really, really well. And then at halftime, we can bring Yashizi on, a fresh Yashizi, and hopefully we can move on from there. And Dick is a little bit tired as well. We may... Yeah, we'll go ahead with Botman. And then Pizzuto can come off the bench and Guilles can come onto it. So let's jump into this. Lille, Brest. Let's go. Oh, lovely ball out there. There's space coming in. He's found him at the top of the box. That's a big block. It's going to come back and into the side netting. Not far away from Brest there. It's a big block and a decent effort there, but excuse me, he's just not gotten it into the back of the net. Here's P8. Slides to the top of the box. Ikone. Jonathan David. One more. Sanchez all alone. 1-0. And that's what happens when you're not clinical at one end. Right back up the other. And Renato Sanchez gives us a 1-0 lead early on here. But we'll take it. Slipped across. There's one more. He's just run onto it. Bamba almost got in the way, but he hasn't. And that gets fired into the corner. And it's 1-0 on 20 minutes. Sanchez. One more. Finds P8. Now wide, and it's Ikone. And a bit of space. Ikone slides it in, and it's Willick. Oh, big block. That was a big opportunity to double up our lead. It's a big block, as we said, and it comes to Willick. Touches it on. One more. Out to Ikone, and Ikone can slide it across, and there it is, 2-0. Jonathan David with the tap-in. There's lovely football between those three. Willick sliding it out. Gets it to Ikone. And Jonathan David just gets in front of his man. A lovely ball across. A tap-in at the back post. And we double up our lead here on 40 minutes. Nicely played on. And Jonathan David can turn and find Ikone. And there's space here. And Ikone's racing away. And Ikone gets in front of his man. Oh, he's got to finish that. I didn't want to take the easy route out, too. I was thinking about it the entire way down. And that's what happens when you overthink. And you just don't take the goal to make it 3-0. Oh, that's a big opportunity. Nicely done. It's good movement here. As Brest look to get back into this, but nicked off. It's a nice pass out there also. And Ikone's away. Look at all the space there. No one's going to step up on Ikone. And Ikone can finish that one. Had a good chance earlier. Made no mistake this time. 3-0. And that might be the points coming back our way. It's a lovely finish in the end, but I was waiting for someone to step up on him. He never really did. And he just hammers it into the low corner. 3-0 on 57 minutes. And we're cruising. Sanchez, look at all that space there. Jonathan David on it. And he can slide it out there to Bamba. Oh, he's missed the entire goal. That's a big opportunity to stomp their spirits out. Nice ball out wide. Oh, nicely done. Oh, it's clipped to the top of the box. And he got away. I thought we got the foot in front. He did well. 3-1. And Brest give themselves a little bit of hope with 18 minutes to go. Ugh. Just couldn't get them off. And they do what... Got a touch there. It's not good enough. We couldn't quite keep on going. I really thought we got that there, but... it's a bit of a shame. And Brest... grab themselves a goal back, and it's rather annoying to give away goals like that. as I can't even really speak on it. It's just annoying to give away goals like that. We're still very much in control, of course, but now the nerves start to set in. Oh, lovely ball in, and I've left him on side. And Brest grab a second, and this is what I'm talking about with the nerves. We should have been cruising. Dwight Gale grabs one. It's a good ball in. I've stepped up, and as I said, if you're going to drag center backs, you have to keep them on, or you have to keep the other striker offside, and right there, we once again didn't, and with 5 minutes to go now, Brest only need one to steal, absolutely steal a point. It's clipped out wide. Here's Pied. Back out. Only a couple seconds remaining. Samare. It's a good turn. It's a minute added on, and it doesn't look like, even if we don't get anything out of this, that they're going to have a chance. Coming back the other way, and that's game over, thankfully. 3-2 the score. As I said, this has been a very, very popular scoreline with us, but that time we were cruising and then just kind of let it go. Let it go south. Luckily, it didn't fall all the way to a point where we were dropping points, and thankfully we grabbed the 3 points. Next, we have Dynamo Kiev, which we are going to sim, but we can put some of our youngsters in there. I kind of don't want to put all the youngsters in there because I worry about the sim, because I can't control should we find a way to lose this game 6-0. One of those players is left. But, yeah, I don't want to go ahead and lose this like that. But, you know, we've got some good secondary players. I don't think anything crazy like that is going to happen. So let's change the team around anyway. Yoshizu, who hasn't started in a while, can start. We'll give Weah a start. We'll give Gies a start. And we'll move Yoshizu back. Araujo can have a start. Samare. Then the back line of Jallo, Botman, and we'll just do the whole back line this way. P8 is a little bit tired, but we'll have to deal with it. And then Renildo, and then Bamba can start. Samare. Yeah, that's not too bad. That should get us through. That should definitely get us through. I don't know why I'm so worried about this. We're 6-1 up. We scored 6 away goals. We lost the game 3-2. They had a late winner. But we move on. 8-4 on aggregate. And we will take that. And we will cruise on into the round of 16. There weren't a ton of great teams in this Europa League. I mean, this Europa League is very much up for grabs on our end. That's something I feel we can have a bit of a run at. Araujo wants to start. Araujo's not someone I want to get very unhappy because he gets quite good. And while Akoni's ahead of him, as I said, I don't want him to get particularly unhappy. So, I mean, what I may do is I may give him he's a little bit tired, but I may give him a start here. He can play on either side, right? Yeah. And then I'm going to give Willick another start. Do I want to give Samari a start? Yeah, we'll give Samari a start. And I think that should be good. And we should be moving on from there. So let's jump into this. Saint-Étienne, Lille. Let's go. Nicely done. Oh, lovely. He's managed to sneak away with that. How in the world has Magnan not come get that? Also got a huge touch of it, and Boudabou puts Saint-Étienne 1-0 up after 5 minutes. What in the world is that? Look at this. Ball comes in. Get a huge touch. It's come across. Magnan, I mean, I guess he's not really anywhere near that, is he? I thought he was a lot closer. He just goes back the other way, Boudabou. It's unlucky on our end still, but not as bad from Magnan as I originally thought. But still a not so great goal to concede. A bit of luck goes Saint-Étienne's way, I feel. And they take an early 1-0 lead. Brighterich touches it on forward. Comes out to Araujo. Bradrich. It's a nice turn in there. Lovely stuff. Great turn, and it's a lovely ball. Sanchez, 1-1. And we pull it back right before the half hour. 27 minutes. And Sanchez grabs it. 1-1. And it's lovely stuff here right across the front of their defense. Just drag that center back over a little bit. Sanchez made the run into the space. The midfielder didn't cover. And he makes no mistake. That's an excellent finish. And it's 1-1 here on 27 minutes. Bradrich out here in plenty of space. And the fullback can race into it. Araujo gets it out to Bradrich. Bradrich turns back inside. It's a nice ball to Willick. And Willick finds Sanchez. Oh, and he puts it over. Not his stronger foot, but a decent opportunity to test the goalkeeper, and he hasn't. It's a nice ball forward, and he's going to get to this Khazri. Is he going to hold on to it? He's managed to sneak that through Magnan. I thought we had it covered. I thought when Magnan came out and we bumped him, we had it. But Khazri did well. And he's managed to finish it past him. How's he done that? It's a good ball in there. I thought we tripped him back. Magnan just hesitated, didn't he? Just hesitated a second there. Oh, and it's gone right through his legs as well. Oh, that's a big goal, perhaps. As we put ourselves behind going into halftime. 2-1 to Saint-Étienne. How in the world have I not touched that? Boudabou coming forward. Khazri. It's decent football here. Get a slight touch through his legs. It comes to Khazri. I can't believe it. We're getting a couple of really unlucky things going on today. I mean, all three of their goals have just been a touch lucky. Just like an inch out of reach for everything. And it happens again there. It's... gets clipped over. Then it gets to it. It's the touch earlier that... It's a good finish from Khazri again, who's... Every time I play him, he's a problem, but... It's the tackle earlier. A big touch onto it, and it kind of just falls their way. Happened for the second goal as well, and it's... Put us in a really, really bad spot. Nicely played. Here's Willick. You can slide that out to Jonathan David. Jonathan David's going to push it forward here, and it's going to slide down one more time. Ikone, big goal. Big goal. It happened quick. There's a half hour still to go. And when you need comebacks, you need goals to happen quick after they finish one off of their own. Jonathan David did well, and Ikone just made the great run. He has hammered that into the bottom corner at the near post. It's a decent finish. And with a half hour to go, it's 3-2 now. Let's see if we can bring it all the way back to 3-3. Free kick set to come in for Saint-Étienne. As thankfully Wabi Khazri goes off. Shenk Tosun who comes on. And there's space here for Bamba who's on and fresh. And Bamba, it's a nice touch. And Bamba, there he is. 3-3. And off their free kick we go up the other end and level it up. That's a big goal. Very nicely done. And Bamba, I wanted him to set himself. Almost got caught in the end, but found a way to fire it into the top corner. An excellent finish. As I said, just on the pitch. That was like his first touches, really. And with 15 minutes to go, we've given ourselves hope of turning this all the way around. Played on here. Here's Jonathan David. And Yilmaz is broken off the back line. And Yilmaz can get away. And Yilmaz, can he finish this? Cuts back inside. Slides it across. Oh, that's a massive block. Sanchez back to Ikone. Brilliant football. What a save. Oh, with 3 minutes to go. We could have had it. And the header comes in and it's cleared off the line on the corner. Oh, man. A couple of massive opportunities there. Oh, and Sanchez's touch is not very good, is it? Is there one more chance for either side here? There's 2 minutes added on. Nice tackle. We could possibly have one more one more chance. Comes out to Yilmaz. Out wide to Bamba. Back into Yilmaz, and that run from Samari has to come. I'm not sure why it didn't, but the game finishes 3-3. Very dramatic. A very much back and forth game, and we almost turned it all the way around. Just left too much for ourselves to do. Big opportunities, and it did not quite fall our way. Next, though, we have Lyon. A big game here. Quarterfinal. Let's check out the U squad. See how everything's going. He's up to 84-90. This dude's going to be really good, I think, Durson. This lad looks pretty decent as well. Not too bad. And here, these two up front look very, very good as well. Some pretty good stats in here. And hopefully we can bring them up next year. Put ourselves in a pretty good spot. Let's take a look at the scouting. I really got to get rid of some of these because I don't want to do it on camera because it takes forever. Let's see, nothing. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get anything out of those scout reports, which is okay. We've got a pretty good network, or a pretty good youth squad. But, you know, it is what it is. So next, we have Lyon. I want to check to see where that puts us in the league first before we jump into that quarterfinal. Ligue 1. And here we are. So we're in third. Marseille up to fourth. They're 11 points back of us, so it is what it is. We're 6 points back of Paris, 3 points back of Lyon. But the 11-point gap between us and Marseille is the most important thing. We scored 103 goals. And conceded a ton. Let me look at that again. Yeah, we've scored 103 goals and conceded 57. So conceding 57 is comfortably the most, and scoring 103 is very much the most. 43 more than the most. I mean, yeah, it's pretty up and down in terms of back to front. But let's jump into this game. Lille-Lyon. Winner goes on to the semi-final, and as you can see, we've got a couple of changes set to be made here, mostly along the back line. As Pied comes in, Renildo, Jallo, and Botman can all come in across the back line. The rest of the team looks pretty good. I think I want to start Willick, and then we'll bring Guilles onto the bench. And I think we'll roll with it that way. So let's jump into this. Quarterfinal, Lille-Lyon. Let's go. Corner set to come in. Can we get a head onto this? Not quite. It's come out to Willick, who's going to go from distance. It forces a decent save there from Lopez. Pretty decent hit. But we're half hour into this game, and this game is 100% in midfield. I don't think there's been a chance to speak of. I believe that's the first shot of the entire game, to be completely honest. Oh, lovely stuff there, and Paqueta's on it, and it's 1-0. All of a sudden, we were just open. And Lyon with their first shot. Fire it into the back of the net and take the lead. Not ideal. Not ideal. It's pretty decent football, but it was just all of a sudden we were wide open. Couldn't get back in time to get to Paqueta, but I don't know. Maybe I just didn't notice it the way they were moving the ball around, but all of a sudden we had nobody back there seemingly. And Lyon strolled through and grabbed a 1-0 lead. Can we get to that? Oh no, it's Depay. He's going to get away. Too heavy of a touch from Depay. Insanely, we didn't get to that, but we've gotten to that one. That is a huge chance. A couple times Depay's gotten in behind us, and nothing's really come of it, thankfully, but we have to be a little bit better that way, and this is going to come to Bamba, and he's going to be onside, and that's a huge save. That is a huge, huge save there. I thought that was 1-1. It wasn't. Comes out to P8 and Botman at the top of the box, insanely enough. We get that too, Bamba. I did not see that guy. Look at the space out wide here. It's found. There's a man in the middle. He goes for goal himself, and the rebound comes right back to him and is smashed into the back of the net, and Lyon double up their lead. 2-0. It's Aouar with the goal. Oh, that is annoying. Absolutely annoying. A bad giveaway. It's a good clip ball out there. I thought we covered it, and the save took it right back to him. It's unfortunate. But it's 2-0, and Lyon giving us a little bit of a lesson here. We have to be a lot more clinical than we are. Nicely done. Here's Bamba. Bamba's going to try and race away from Dubois, though Dubois has a bit of pace about him. Nicely done. Jonathan David onto it, and it comes to Yilmaz. Is that going to go into the back of the net? Oh, it's cleared off the line. I thought the goalkeeper really should have just had that from the get-go to be completely fair, but a little bit of hope as that almost crossed the line. Very close. Nice tackle. That's played forward. Here's Yilmaz. And there's the run being made by Jonathan David, and he found him. Cuts back inside. Oh, and he's hit the post. One of those days, isn't it? Ugh, and he's going to be onside. Keeps it in play as we enter added time, and Lyon have put on a very professional display here. Very professional. They were very good all day long. We struggled a little bit as Jonathan David comes through, and now we find the goal a minute after the game is done. It's 2-1. It's not going to change anything as Jonathan David just continued to run in a straight line and found his way through. It's a nice finish, but too little, too late as we go out of the Coupe Nationale. And Lyon give us a little bit of a lesson. Not ideal. And we are going to have to be better if we want to catch these teams ahead of us. PSG, of course, beat us with plenty of goals. Lyon have beaten us there. It's a tough one, but out we go. We don't ever really want to go out of tournaments, but we go out there. And Lyon, as I said, give us a little bit of a lesson. Now, we have a big game coming next episode there. A win against Marseille would really knock them out of the top 4 picture, even though it's not super close. So next episode, Marseille. Sparta Prague is the team we drew in the round of 16 in the Europa League, and the Nantes. So our draw in the Europa League, once again, pretty good. We're going to take a look and see what the other teams look like, or what the other draws look like in the Europa League. Leipzig and Bilbao, that's a tough one. Ajax and Benevento, Lille and Sparta, of course, and then Arsenal, Lokomotiv, Leverkusen, Rennes, Braga, Villarreal, Hoffenheim, Roma, and then Napoli, Feyenoord. Did any big clubs go out the round before? Shakhtar's a pretty big club. Porto are pretty big in terms of just, pure power, how good they are. Benevento beat Villa, who are pretty decent in game as well. So, there are a couple good teams left. This is a tournament we feel we can win, and hopefully we can do that. But as I said, next episode we'll do those 3 games, and we will continue on into the month of March, guys. But that is going to be it. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.